Hello, Misa, my only chatter. Hello, Peepaw, the other Pikmin fan. Like speedrun. Howdy, Chris. Howdy, consultants. Actually, I haven't had any beef or eggs today. Well, I guess there were eggs in the tuna. What new tech are we adding today? We will not be adding any new tech the day before, or 3 days before I run this at GDQ. The Dodongo Grotto strat is already new enough. You PB'd an MST today. Congrats, man. Do you feel good about it, or are you ready to retire again? Do you feel good about it, or do you still hate speedrunning? Egg salad? What's egg salad? It's like... I just think of potato salad, but I guess egg salad is different. But like potato salad is really eggy, right? You made it for me once? Egg salad? Chopped eggs and mayo? I didn't like it. Okay, well there you go. Thanks, Misa. Did you call it that? Thanks. Thanks, Nina. Are you saying that because I'm gonna get murdered at GDQ? By you-know-who. By the pro GDQ cohort. Yeah, I don't You assumed I knew what it was, yeah. Assuming that I know anything about food is a big assumption. Nice brain, man. Didn't Shift get banned from GDQ? I don't, not recently. A really long time ago he got banned for like a year or two. Yeah, I'm not really big on those like eggy salads. I guess I'm just not really big on like it's like soft boiled eggs, right? I'm not into wet egg formats. I like my eggs relatively solid. Hard boiled eggs are fine. Wet eggs as part of a sauce can be acceptable. Oh, egg salad is hard boiled? Oh. Hmm. No, I mean, yeah, Gordon Ramsay style scrambled eggs defeats the point. That doesn't defeat the point, but it messes up scrambled eggs a little bit. I never really understood why you would want it that way. They're just like really fluffy and not solid. I don't hate fluffy things. What the hell? I know what you're talking about. I definitely don't hate that. I don't know why I didn't eat eggs today. Misa should be banned for this. I mean, there's still time. I could still eat eggs. Am I allowed to have Taco Bell? No. Not allowed to have anything, dude. Misa, I think I just want eggs like in the beef later. Is that okay? What do you get when you go out to eat? Not allowed to go out to eat. Is Misa my bodyguard? That's Kuroshi. Oh, actually, that's imbued. Yeah, I'm taking care of Misa more than the other way around right now. I'm mostly doing okay right now. She's kind of dying. The Pikmin game is like such a, Why did that not... What the... The Pikmin game is extremely difficult right now. Like, half of them are food. I find it very hard to look at just for 1 second. Yeah, a lot of boomers be going out to eat every day. I think I've talked about this on stream before, but like, restaurant food kind of sucks. Like, obviously there are exceptions, but most restaurants, there's a very distinct, like, grossness to them. I don't know. I feel like I did a better job articulating that point last time I brought it up, but no, that's the thing. Like not just fast food. That's the thing. Like the typical places where the average boomer is going out to eat. Like you gotta get pretty fancy before before they stop being gross in the way that I'm talking about. But like, no, I'm not just talking about Arkansas either. Like my parents live in Atlanta and I'm thinking about them and thinking about other people who live other places. And restaurants I've tried other places. I don't know. I wouldn't have understood what I'm saying right now several years ago. So I don't expect anyone to understand. I don't think I can explain because I'm not good with this kind of sensory stuff. But there's something wrong. There's something wrong at like 90% of restaurants, 90+% of restaurants. Okay, well I don't mean like literally rat turds. I don't mean literally rat turds on the food. I don't know, I think it's just because they like, is it the seed oils? Is it the something like that? Like processed shit that they're that like almost all restaurants use? Or is there like stuff that gets put in? I mean, it wouldn't be preservatives. I don't know. Is it like, it's like something like that though, because they use a lot of oil. But like we use a lot of oil cooking at home, and I don't have this problem. I've never had this. Is a problem that I've never had eating home cooking. It's a very distinct bad taste that underlies almost everything you eat at restaurants. That is not in home cooking. Thank you, Simon. Congrats on your steak and eggs, man. Hoping to be able to eat something else myself pretty soon here. I don't think a lot of oil is necessarily bad though. If anything, it like offsets the low fat thing that some people still think is good. Yeah, I don't eat steak usually. I was never that into steak. Oh, thanks for the pinned comment, Nina. Coconut oil? I feel like that's supposed to have some unique benefits. I feel like coconut oil is like has a good reputation, and olive oil has a good reputation. Not sure beyond that. I guess like health food nuts hype up avocado oil, but I don't know if that means it's good or if they're just health food nuts. What was my favorite food before I fell ill? Before I fell ill. I mean, like, dude, I've had I guess, like, I really liked Chipotle back when it was good. Chipotle kind of went way downhill, but back when Chipotle first opened in Atlanta in like 2011 or 2010 or something. I really liked it. Oh yeah, more recently ice cream, because I can't eat like when I got really sick, I couldn't really eat things that weren't just like sugar. But I was thinking like back when I was really not sick. So like in high school. Yeah, I'm actually a Qdoba stan myself these days. It's been so many years since I had it because I haven't been in the area where it exists. But the Qdoba, like, there's like a soup bowl thing. It's like you can get like a burrito, but like in a crispy edible bowl that they pour soup into. That thing is goated. Oh, nice Kyoshi. Do I like Asian food? I don't understand why people like to eat raw fish. I've never really had ramen. But sushi I've tried to like, and I don't really get it. But I like the soy sauce and wasabi. So I'll eat it if it's the only option, you know. Yo, Alec. Yo, Gigo. There's sushi with baked fish? Never seen it. Never seen it. Why I hate that I allowed the food topic to open up recently, because now it's the only topic every day, and I just don't know anything about food. I just can't carry on a conversation about food for 2.5 hours, man. It's not possible. I run out of I know about 10 foods. I can maybe stretch that to 10 minutes. Maybe. Do I know what an egg is? Yes, it comes out of a chicken's butthole. Let's talk about women. I know, it's not the butthole, technically, it's the clitoris or whatever. But, I don't know if we should talk about women either. Everyone thinks they should name 100 women. Dude, I can't even name like 5 men. What animes are you guys watching these days? Are there good animes still? Were there ever good animes? Do you call them animes? Like an anime series? Is it called an anime? Or am I saying it right? I would never do that, Nina. So anyway, The Sims. I should rename the Alien split to Alienate. Alienate viewers. Honestly, though, I probably talk less on this split than any other. It's kind of got a lot of gameplay in it. Although, I guess it starts before the HMS cutscene, so I've been talking a lot just now. Fake games. I wouldn't quite say that, but I mean, I've talked about this a lot in the past. I think the more you make something into a simulation, the less it works as a game. Is that the first time you've seen me land that trick, Nina? It's been a while. Yeah. It's pretty fucking stupid. I honestly thought the last bomb was going to be too far away and it wasn't going to work. I have no idea if this works. I would not have gone for that at GDQ. I couldn't tell. If I don't get the right bomb hover frame, that was a 1 frame late bomb hover. I find it very hard in that scenario to tell if I'm getting the right height. When I'm doing it all unbuffered, I practice that, and then it's easier for me to tell, but I haven't been practicing it, so... because I've been buffering it, so... really shouldn't be getting that frame when I'm buffering it, but... there were weird backups happening, so... I accidentally kill an entire Dodongo? What do you mean accidentally? It's the whole strat. You just finished solo leveling. Is that one of these, like, guy gets taken into an MMO world animes? You like the 97 Berserk anime. I need to read Berserk sometime. What do you mean it's not the intent to kill it? I just had an idea for Dodongo Grotto. What if you can do the hovers? What if you can turn immediately before he starts walking toward you? Do the hovers closer to the entrance so that you don't walk far enough. You know, you're not doing the hovers far enough left that you, like, load him in. And then... to get around the, like, corner of the wall that normally prevents you from doing what I'm describing, you do like a twisted mega flip or like a mega side hop maybe would work somehow. I need to mess with that. Whoops. Bruh. I mean, it's not gross. It's not really gross. Like, it doesn't... Like, you're grossed out by bathing in, like, your own bathwater. You, like, think you need to shower after you take a bath. Because you're sitting in all the filth. But, like... Is it weird to say I would bathe in most people's bathwater? Like... It just doesn't seem... Like, we're all... What's happening when we're, like... When you're, like, in, like, a river? What happens when you're, like... When you're, like, swimming in a river? You're swimming in all kinds of piss and shit and everybody's filth, and many species have pissed and shit in there. I guess it's different if you're explicitly trying to get clean, but you know. Not saying I would, not saying I would bathe in piss and shit. You don't go in rivers. Well, like I said, you also think you have to shower after a bath. Too many brain-eating amiibos. Shower pre-bath. I guess that's more optimal. Holy lag. Why is this a problem now? Kind of forgot it was a problem yesterday. I would have practiced it if I remembered. I mean, I definitely respect the pre-bath shower relative to the post-bath shower, but just don't... My recommendation would be to stop being so neurotic about cleanliness. It's literally fine. It's just so fine. That's a little weird. Okay, I don't think we should look at Ayla as a reference for anything. Literally anything. What? I think I have to ledge grab there. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Sure. I can't agree with that one there, Chris. Fully submersing yourself is definitely optimal for vibes. Yeah, you are literally insane, my friend, so... Opinion discarded. What the... Where are we? What the hell was that, man? I mean, I understand why it happened, but... Never seen that before. Been having trouble with that song recently. Brother. This is what the GDQ commentary is going to be. Would you bathe in my bathwater? Did you know that this baby is a Nazi? Wait, he does a Nazi salute? Actually, though? He does look kind of like Elon Musk. The resemblance is uncanny when you think about it. Howdy, Jess. Thank you for the good luck. Good call. Good call. Yeah, it's it's almost a Hitler mustache, but they put it below the lip. Can you explain why your opinion is more valuable because you're insane? I'm not sure I'm following the logic there. My God. That stupid ledge. Mummies? What do you mean, mummies? They have Nazi zombies in Call of Duty, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the bathtub not fitting problem is one of the major unsolved problems in the modern world. Not fitting in the bathtub. No one has ever created a bathtub that fits me. We don't know how to do it. Modern science does not have the answers. Yeah, yeah. I alternate. I have to alternate between sternum up and legs up. This Tuesday. I should have made a hype trailer. And by hype, I mean cringe. Did, did the chat just freak the fuck out for anyone else? Probably because of that L with the accent on it. What kind of... Oops. What kind of Middle English tongue is that? The perfect sofa question. I don't know what that is. Do you mean your... Do you mean like your high school? I'm guessing you mean your Korean college. Based on what you've described, based on what I've heard about people from your high school, I don't think I don't think those MFs are solving anything. I thought that was a frame late. I know I was about to kill the run. Oops. Yeah, I mean, if you're considering a hot tub as a distinct thing from a bath, fine, a hot tub is better than a bath. Like, autistic distinction to make. Like, a hot tub is basically an upgraded bath. So, we agree. We agree that baths are nice. Pivot? Why are we saying pivot? Moving sofa problem, a two-dimensional ideal. Largest area that can be maneuvered through an L-shaped planar region with legs of unit width. I've seen this somewhere. Are you looking at famous people from your school or something? I've not seen anything from the TV show Friends, but possibly downstream of, you know, I heard it from someone who heard of it from the TV show Friends, likely. You bathe with the Gorons on Death Mountain because they're just rock, no grease. Yeah, but like dirt. just like dirt. And rocks, like weird stuff starts growing on rocks, you know? And like bugs live under rocks. Oh, someone posted it in my chat when it happened. I instantly ban all topology talk from my chat, so... Imagining Misa standing at a distance staring at me. It really is kind of creepy what you guys are doing right now. Why are you guys watching me right now? You ever think about that? Do you ever feel how creepy you are? I'm not watching you guys. I should say this at GDQ. I should antagonize the audience as much as possible. Stop peering. Do not peer. I don't want anybody peering at me under any circumstances. Why does that just never work? I hate that I'm gonna get the 211 right now, this very run. And it's gonna have all this baby strat stuff in it because I have to be ready for GDQ. Just remarkable that just happened. Really? Felt fine. This is gonna be really tricky to be on time here, I think. The canopy clip? Oh. Yeah, the roof clip, or, yeah. It really just barely works. Bomb drop there would have helped, man. I really need to make a beeline to Milk Road after this, but I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna invert super early, both here and in the spider house. Just give me a bomb drop here, please. Thank you. Yeah, this is really scary right now. Should have probably inverted before the Death Warp. Okay, we're fine. Do I do a super slide? I'll try a super slide. If I fail it, then I'll go on roll. Ooh, I'm pretty late here, though. Dude. No. No way. I must have already killed him. Okay. Interesting. Well, I have to go around a roll now anyway, because I spent so long shooting there. At least this is a slightly longer distance to go on roll. Maybe I didn't need to do that, I don't know. This is a really good run, considering that I had to do all the slow stuff. All the safety strats for GDQ, I mean. Thanks, Aloe. You playing any good games recently? I can't remember what you said last time I asked you that. Oh, you said you were reading. Right, you were reading Chesterton. That was cool. I just started. Oh, I was gonna post about this in the book club channel in the Discord. I forgot to do that. But I started reading The Road by Cormac McCarthy. If anyone wants to join me on that, it should be pretty easy breezy and beautiful. Dude. Tragic. Some rematch? What's rematch? Making a ROM hack of OTMM into a Pokemon style game? Seems like a lot of work. Please unpause. Oh, yeah, I saw that. It's very good. Why is it good? Like, genuine question, what makes it good? Oh, is it like, okay, it's like a arcade sports kind of thing. I get into that. I definitely get into that. Although I would prefer if it's also deep, I guess. But I guess Sifu was also not particularly deep, I guess. From, like, just from what I heard. I didn't actually play it. Well, communicating is a deep skill, though. This is gonna be some good time save. This is also gonna be some good time save. Check me out. Oh, maybe wait. Yeah, I'm not really, you know, that excited enough about it to rush to play it right now. Ooh. Wow, this is really pretty good. Wow. The aliens should wave their fingers around. What are you talking about? Where did this come from? Yeah, I'm in no rush to play it, but that's cool. I saw I saw that Horse Girl game when it came out, like years ago. But I also saw that it blew up recently for some reason. On Twitch, I guess. Thought that was interesting. What the hell am I doing? I'm already spanking my horse girl right now, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the Horse Girl game got an English translation. Right, that makes sense. I tried to just I tried to just back it up like that. Unfortunate, man. Wait, this is the bad angle. Okay, well, this runs over. Fuck. What? Maybe that's not. I thought that that was a thing that happens when you. I thought that that was a thing that happens when you don't quite turn straight down. You get like a weird turn. But I'm pretty sure I didn't get a weird turn there. So maybe it's just a super precise position thing. This is gonna be really hard to record now. I should maybe make a backup for that when I so that I don't have to just walk through the load zone and then come back. So this I'm losing another like 20 later or something, I don't know. That's like over a minute right there. Just amazing. I'm actually pissed right now, dude. I'm not gonna get mad at GDQ. I don't give a shit about GDQ. I give a shit about getting a damn 211 in this category. Right. Am I stupid or what? I'm definitely stupid because I'm not even doing the right things at all right now. Oh. Is she even gonna be here? Am I gonna have to go into the room? Please be here. Okay. Dude, I stopped playing Sneckbird because the puzzles became the hardest fucking puzzles ever designed by anyone in the history of puzzle design, and my brain stopped working because of the diet. But, I was playing a little bit of Guange. I've been working towards a 1cc / decent score run in Guange. And I also started Resident Evil 7. Because Misa wanted to watch me play it. And because I want to play it to get to Village. And presumably to get to future games in the series. So hate to be the bearer of bad news for you, but I'm kind of a cave hater. That's not exactly true, but I think they're about the most overhyped developer in the history of video games. I think, like, I've tried several games by them and they're all in the like 5 to 7 out of 10 range for me. Like, they're fine, but I don't get the hype. I really don't. Guange is definitely my favorite of the ones that I've tried, but now to be fair, I don't think I've tried the ones that I'm gonna like the most. From what I've heard, I'm gonna like Ketsui a lot. Haven't tried it. Also, the only Dodonpachi I've tried is Resurrection, and I expect that to not be my favorite. So yeah, but I've played Mushihime-sama. That's my second favorite that I've tried. Thought that was pretty fun. I don't know. I honestly think the games are just too easy for me. I hate to pull that card, but I hate to play that card, but I really think that is the case. Like, there's no space in between. Like, for the average player of those games, there's a lot of room. Whoops. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of playtime between. There's a lot of playtime in the sweet spot where, like, you're not yet good enough to, like, what am I trying to say here? You're not yet at the point where you have to like memorize everything to get better. So like in Mushi, to play on ultra mode, you kind of just have to autistically like route everything to a degree that's, I hope we can mostly agree, is not really fun. But like before that point, there's like 2 other difficulty levels, right? And I think most people have a good time with those other difficulty levels, but for me it's like I feel like I've just gotten comfortable with the controls and gotten into the game by the time I have kind of gotten everything down in those difficulty levels. Yeah, I really don't like memorization if it's not necessary. And I do feel that the level-based arcade game structure does not I don't see... I don't see a good reason to choose that structure over something that's more random. I don't... I mean, obviously there's more of a market for it. Well, that's not even really true anymore with like roguelites and stuff. But there's a certain audience that likes it. But in terms of like, if you're trying to make a good game, I don't really understand why you would choose a level-based structure where there's so much memorization instead of so much memorization, and the other side of that coin is also bad. It's very little variety. Like, it's not testing you on as many different scenarios because it's all static. I understand that like those games are so complicated and like every moment flows into the next, and that's cool. Please. That's cool, and it does create some variety, but not nearly as much as the variety that something like Angel Game gets for free. So it's just very hard to... It just really doesn't feel worth it, I don't know. But more... Like, I've... because I feel like I should be familiar with Cave, you know, because they're such a major talking point in arcade game circles, you know, in serious action game circles. Cave is such a major thing. So I feel like I should understand the appeal, right? So I force myself to get over the memorization, like the small amount of memorization that's required to, you know, enjoy the game, figure out the basic things that you're supposed to do. But I'm never gonna want to like play Mushi on Ultra. Like that is straight up just memorization. I don't even understand. I don't really understand the appeal of that. But like even those examples, G&G, Ghosts and Goblins and Rain World. Oh man, I should have done that differently. Please don't fall down. Oh my god, I buffered damage. Okay. Those are better to me, but there's still a lot of like initial learning. Like the first time you go through G&G Resurrection, there's like really a lot of pain of like trial and error, as in most arcade games, right? It's just that you get the benefit of the RNG in that the fun part of the game lasts longer. You know, once you get over the memorization, the painful memorization hump, you have a longer fun part of the game because it's more randomized. There's a longer... There's more hours where you can play it over and over again and you feel like you're still seeing new things. Whereas when you play Mushihime-sama... What? I don't know why I thought I was supposed to pause there. Nice brain. Why couldn't I... I guess I pressed B a little late. But, yeah, when you play Mushihime-sama, it's like, you know, there's some painful memorization up front because it's all static. And then the game just doesn't last that long because it's all static. Right? Like, like, I cleared it on Maniac in, like, 10 hours or something. After, like... You know, a lot of those hours were just, like, grinding the last couple stages to, like, you know, get the route run ready. Get the route... You know, you kind of need a route for the last couple stages on that difficulty. So, like... I don't know. when you lean more into randomization, you get something like Angel Game, which, you know, I played that game for like 50 hours or something, and there was zero... How do I keep doing this? At no point did I memorize anything, really. I mean, at no point did I, like... You know, there's stuff that you remember, you know, intuitively, eventually, like how far your character's gonna swing up and stuff like that. But there wasn't any arbitrary memorization, and... So it's like the hours of fun that I got relative to the amount of memorization is very, very, very high compared to compared to a cave game. I don't know. I need to figure out how to make this argument better, articulate it as clearly as possible, because I'm getting all these followers on Twitter recently who are like, from this guy who followed me called Woke Blader, who talks about Ninja Gaiden and stuff. And all these people are like shmup heads, like big arcade heads. And I need to figure out how to explain to them that I hate their thing. And I want randomness, which they hate. Electric Underground Wannabe? I think his, I don't know if I would say I get more insight, but I at least enjoy his Twitter more than I enjoy Mark's commentary on stuff these days. I still watch the Electric Underground, but but I feel like a lot of what he says these days is just, well, I don't know. There's some interesting stuff, but some of it's like provocative for no reason, and some of it's more provocative than it is interesting, and a lot of it is just like repeating, you know, it's taking claims that Boghog is making on his Patreon, which I already read that and I enjoy that, and then it's like you know, it's translating that into a a format that people can maybe understand a bit more than Boghog's Patreon, which is worded very fucking confusingly. If you want randomness, why not just play Minecraft? Because I want a good game. Didn't I say the game is dead with the new world record? Well, I mean, it's still a fun game to play for like 50 hours, you know? You can sit down and go get a 2-minute time yourself. And that'll be a worthwhile endeavor. No, sorry, didn't mean to hate on Electric Underground too much, but I was more trying to defend Woke Blader from what little I know about the guy. He seems alright. I've gotten a lot of value out of Electric Underground videos over the years, so. Definitely not hating. Trust me, you don't care. Sounds like you're a hater of everyone. Did not mean to turn that way, but hopefully that's fine. It's not gonna be fine. Okay, it's fine. I did play the song, right? Yeah. Oh, was I learning things for that entire duration? Yeah, yeah. I mean, learning things is not really the right, you know, for what's basically a pure action. I mean, that's yeah, it's basically a pure action game, right? So like, it's not a it's not like you're changing your strategies or seeing new mechanics or anything like that. Or, you know, you're not seeing something new in the sense that you might be thinking or might be asking about, but like, to me, um, you're seeing new interactions. You're seeing new situations. And the things it's making new beautiful things happen in your brain. In your, you know, it's playing with your perceptual and uh reaction systems in your in your mind and all of that stuff in new ways, because you're always getting into new situations. Like how deep it goes, how deep that game goes on its very, you know, specific focused topic. You could never go that deep with level design. You need RNG to go that deep, I think. But if you're focused on, if you want an example with strategy, like just look at Syncopause. Like Syncopause is pretty much the deepest. The way that, by any metric that matters, I think Syncopause is the deepest game ever made. And that's not the right way of putting it, but like, there is no way. I was so ready for that. I was so ready for that specific piece of bullshit, and I pulled back on the control stick and it still just wasn't good enough, because it just curved me way the fuck in there. I hate that camera thing so much. I really hate it. But let's just I don't know how to phrase it as a superlative. So let's just say that Syncopause is a ridiculously deep game. And so much of that is because of the randomness. You like I would still learn new things in that game if I booted it up right. I really thought that was fine. Okay, well, stream's over, but let me finish my rant. This is why we have to play it super safe with in-game time at GDQ. It was pretty dead after the first void out, to be honest. But yeah, like, ridiculously strategically deep game. I've played it for like 1,000 hours and I could still play it more and learn more things. Like genuinely improve my strategies and see new interactions that prompt me to learn new things about the game and stuff like that. And yeah, it's all because it's all because of the randomness. And yeah, it's just good. My main point is that when you're choosing between whether to have static level design and randomness, or whether to have static level design or randomly generated levels, it's like there's just no benefit. You know, it's on the one hand, static level design is bad because it requires memorization. It rewards memorization and it's boring. You have this boring, you know, first playthrough or two where you have to remember, where you have to learn some specific things to get to come to terms with it. So that's bad for static level design. But then it's also really shallow because you are playing the same thing every time. You don't get a variety of situations, and you're not testing, you know, randomization ensures that you're testing more fundamental skills. You're testing you're making sure that the player is actually good at the system, good at using the game systems and using and abusing the game systems as a whole, rather than just good at rather than just like they figured out these specific situations individually. Like it feels so much more satisfying to use your skills at the game to overcome situations that you haven't seen before. It's, there's way more variety. There's no there's no downside. I don't yeah, just don't. It feels like the most insane thing in the world that everyone takes the exact opposite stance here. It seems like I I wish someone would explain it to me. Obviously there is a reason, but I don't. I genuinely would like to understand it if you have a if you have an explanation. But yeah, thanks for watching. This was the last run for GDQ. Tomorrow I will be driving 12 hours. The next day I will be in the practice room, and the day after that I will be doing my run. So hope you guys watch that. Thanks for the good lucks and the GG. We got anyone to raid? We got a few viewers here. Perhaps we can raid this fella. See you all on July the 10th. Or maybe 11th. Something like that. Bye-bye. But I guess you guys will see me on the 8th if you tune in to everyone's favorite stream, Games Done Quick. Bye-bye.